Okay, I'm going to respond to this video. Why is Phoebe Waller-Bridge in everything? By baggage claim. The answer is really very simple. The entertainment industry is feminist controlled, and they use Phoebe Waller-Bridge as an attack dog to destroy the franchises that men love and the male characters that men love. That's a simple answer, baggage claim. We actually don't need 8.5 minutes. But I'm really going to love responding to her section on FleaBag, okay? So let's start this up.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge is quickly coming to be known as the great destroyer of franchises. From her involvement...
Yeah, but she didn't destroy them by herself. You're acting like she did this on her own. She is supported. She is a mere tool. She is an agent for the greater feminist hate movement. That's what's going on here.
In Solo, to steering the script for No Time to Die, to her now unfortunate role in Indiana Jones, people see Phoebe's...
What do you mean, unfortunate? You're acting like this is a happenstance. No, she was handpicked by these feminist man-haters to destroy Indiana Jones. Come on.
Participation as a death sentence for their favorite characters. And as if that weren't enough, we are now being threatened with a similar fate for Lara Croft. And all of this begs the crucial question: why the hell is Phoebe Waller-Bridge in everything? I mean...
Well, I just answered it, okay?
She isn't particularly appealing or charismatic, yet she's being tapped to steer massive IPs. The clear culprit of all of this is FleaBag, which took Phoebe, the writer and star of the show, from obscurity and plopped her into all the right meetings for future projects. Now, I loved FleaBag.
Thank you for admitting this. Thank you for admitting this baggage claim, because that says a lot about you, okay? Women love FleaBag because she shows actual female behavior, female narcissism and entitlement. When women watch her, they say, yeah, this is me. They identify with her.
A fantastic show, and I go back every now and then to rewatch it because it's beautifully written with so much nuance and fantastic timing, great characters, and a perfect ending. And Phoebe accomplished all of that in 12 episodes. But I also recognize that this show is not for everyone, and by that I mean men. Now,
Exactly. Why would men want to watch a show where men are treated like objects and nobodies? Which is, by the way, how women actually feel about us, right? So we wouldn't be interested in the show if we have self-respect.
No, we're not allowed to make gender-based generalizations anymore. But
No, you are. I'm going to do it whenever I feel like it. That's your issue.
I can understand why most men, not all, would not enjoy the show. Just like I understand why most women, not all, would not enjoy a movie like John Wick. Short aside, I went to watch John Wick 4 after listening to the Critical Drinker rave about it. And
yeah, Critical Drinker's another coward who won't call out the feminist.
I walked out after the first hour when I genuinely started to worry about the families of the several henchmen John Wick was killing to really upbeat music. Pretty cool.
No, don't try this horse shit. Don't try to pretend, what is your name, baggage claim, that you care about these NPC characters. You don't, let alone their families. Remember, you're into FleaBag. You're into the narcissism, so don't even bother.
Cool, not for me. FleaBag is about a woman struggling with the utmost messiness of her life. While her sister plays an important role, the rest of the cast are pretty ancillary, and the men are written through the female gaze. I mean,
That's right. That's right. Men are written as women actually see us as not NPCs. We're not even human, right?
Main love interest in season 2 is literally called Hot Priest, and yeah, he lives up to that name. And
oh, by the way, I support people's fantasies, right? Women love this fantasy. Women's sexual appetites are perverse, baggage claim. And since you like the show, you're perverse too. And I don't mind that. What I mind is when you gals, you hypocrites, come after us guys. Women should be the last people to come to men and say, you know, we shouldn't be doing this, or our turn-ons are sick. You love this shit.
You bet your bottom that this scene is really hot.
Again, hey, I'm all for this. for breaking sexual taboos and fantasy. Knock yourself out. But I say, leave us guys alone.
The reason FleaBag was such a successful show is because of one important word: truth.
Thank you. Thank you. And I agree. This woman is showing female nature truthfully. And that's why it's so popular with women. Women look at her and say, this is me.
FleaBag is about female fragility, female competitiveness, and
No, not fragility. Female narcissism, self-centeredness. That's what it's really showing.
jealousy. But most importantly, the destruction that a woman can unleash almost effortlessly. You see, we meet FleaBag at her worst point, having
Also, thank you for admitting women's social dominance. So she can release destruction effortlessly. Agree. Because women can't, because they have social dominance.
recently lost her mother.
I don't know what to do with it.
With what?
With all the love I have for her. I don't know where to put it now.
I'll take it.
Oh, by the way, this is another scumbaggery thing here. When women behave badly, they'll bring up some kind of victimhood narrative to excuse their bad behavior. That's what's going on in the show. This character, FleaBag, is a natural scumbag. And so she's going to say, oh, my mother died. That's why I'm being a scumbag, which is not true. This is her true nature.
No, I'm serious. It sounds lovely.
She has no connection with her father.
I love you, but I'm not sure that I like you.
Okay, sometimes feminists are better than men for showing reality when they really want to get down to it. I like this father character. Trust me, everyone.
All the time.
And has a tenuous relationship with her sister. The only person FleaBag was close to was her best friend, who recently passed away.
I opened the cafe with my friend Boo. Yeah, she's dead now. She accidentally killed herself. It wasn't her intention, but it wasn't a total accident. She didn't actually think she'd die. She just found out that her boyfriend fucked someone else and wanted to punish him by ending up in hospital and not letting him visit her for a bit.
Thank you. See, this is perfectly truthful female narcissism, right? She was never going to take her own life. She's too self-centered for that. She wanted to punish her boyfriend for sleeping around. And by the way, guys, you all know, and that's, I'm talking to you too, baggage claim, that when men complain online about women sleeping around, they tell them to go to therapy. So that's what someone should have told to this girl, go to therapy. But that would have been useless because her action was about punishing her boyfriend, not getting over it.
She decided to walk into a busy cycle lane, wanting to get tangled in a bike, break a finger maybe. As it turns out, bikes go fast and flip you into the road. 3 people died. She was such a dick.
Thank you. This is a great show. She is a dick, and it shows very typical female behavior. She's caused the deaths of innocent people because of her own self-centeredness. Thank you.
So this show is about grief masked with humor.
I have a horrible feeling that I'm aggrieved.
Oh, no. This isn't about grief. This is about an asshole being an asshole and using grief as a shield.
The perverted, selfish, apathetic, cynical, depraved, morally bankrupt woman who can't even call herself a feminist.
Oh, yes, you can. Everything you just said fits feminism perfectly. It fits the hate mongers perfectly. You are a perfect example of a feminist. And notice they showed her banging some guy and she was apathetic. That's what a lot of women, if not all of them, feel about us guys. We're NPCs to that. The average guy is not real to the average woman.
Well, you get all that from your mother.
And
I love that father character. Did they ever get it? Notice he can barely stand this woman. You know why? Because he could barely stand his mother, her mother, his wife. He's like a typical guy. He's a typical, let's get him back here. He's a typical father. He's a typical guy who thought he'd put his life centered around this one woman, and she drained the good out of him, and look what's left of him. Married men are losers. He says, you're just like her too, right?
You get all that from your mother.
And it's under this tumultuous reality that FleaBag connects with the audience by constantly breaking the fourth wall, slowly showing us that our tour guide is terribly lonely, and we are her only friend. And while we feel for her, we still don't have the full story until the
Really, where's all her other female friends? She didn't make one other female friend? Okay, then she really is a scumbag, right?
final revelation that the reason her friend stepped...
Hey, FleaBag, baggage claim. When women are isolated like this, it's 100% their own fault. 100%. You know, she doesn't have a social circle. It's because she is an asshole and drives people away.
In front of a bus to teach her boyfriend a lesson was because her boyfriend cheated on her with FleaBag.
Claire, you have to believe me.
How can I believe you?
Because I'm your sister.
After what you did to Boo?
Aha! So she's the one who slept around, right? So she caused this woman's death inadvertently, right? Or she was part of it. I wouldn't blame, look, her friend did what she did on her own. So I'm not going to blame her too much, but it just shows you the scummy behavior. And that's why, like, again, baggage claim, the average woman like yourself identifies with this woman. Laura Croft, you can't identify with. You identify with this person.
With this unexpected revelation, FleaBag does her best to run away from us, since we've now transformed from trusted friend to a judgmental witness. The true beauty of the show is watching FleaBag come to terms with her own mistakes, her own ability to hurt people, and learn to forgive herself. It's a truth that many people can
Forgive herself. It's not up to her to do the forgiving. This is why she resonates with you, baggage claim. She sees everybody as an NPC. She can't forgive herself. She has to be contrite until someone forgives her. The people that she hurts forgives her. That's how it works, for all you women who don't understand that.
connect with. It's a journey that many people are on, and FleaBag voices the desolate helplessness that's often typical of this journey. And the show ends
There's no helplessness to this. She could pony up and be contrite and look for forgiveness. She just doesn't want to.
with love triumphing or FleaBag finding her answers in someone else, but instead she finally comes to terms with her own flaws and walks...
Oh, in other words, she forgives. In other words, I slept with my best friend's man. It caused her death and 3 other people. But I can forgive myself and go on with my life. Let's just forget it all. Right. And the average woman really connects with this. This is awesome. Thank you for making this video, baggage claim.
Away from the camera, ready to leave us behind as a crutch and engage with her life fully. Like I said,
Yeah, she's moved on.
I love this show, and it takes great talent and a deep understanding of people to write something like this. But let's switch.
Yeah, no consequences. I'm just going to move on. Very typical female behavior. Thanks for admitting all this. Maybe I should stop it here. That was the best part. Well, okay, we'll listen to a bit of this Hollywood. Okay, you're talking about Hollywood. Okay, you know that Hollywood is feminist controlled. There's Kathleen Kennedy, an actual feminist, right? So you know what's going on.
Switch gears a bit to Hollywood and the massive identity crisis that they've undergone over the last decade, where strong female hero has become the war cry of every writer's room and talking point.
But they're not strong. She's not heroic. She's just an asshole. She's a feminist man-hater.
Of every executive. Hollywood is living under the shadow of constant fear that they will be accused of sexism, racism, or bigotry, and rushing to prove that they're as modern and forward-thinking as they come, ready to...
Really? So how is hate movement forward-thinking? Baggage claim, right? I notice you're not calling that out.
pander to every identity group. The woke virtue signaling is like the
How's it every identity group? It's not pandering to men, so it's not every identity group, is there? Matter of fact, it's not pandering to groups. It's attacking one group. It's attacking men. And that's all races of men, baggage claim.
ultimate drug. And the folks in charge are constantly looking out for the next feminist they can put in the driving seat and demand applause.
No, to the next franchise that men like to destroy. That's what this is about.
From the torch-wielding mob. And it's these strange times that have brought us the rise of Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who fits the bill, being a self-avowed modern female feminist with some...
She's not modern. Feminism has always been this. There are no waves. You understand that? This is feminism at its inception. And she didn't... Women... This is where feminist comes from, women, right? So she didn't rise from it. This is just her being herself.
Success at running projects under her belt. The only problem, all the elements of storytelling and character nuance that made Phoebe a great writer are now considered unacceptable by Hollywood. Should we talk?
No, it's acceptable. It's just these are two different things, baggage claim. The first one was a truthful, it's basically a diary. FleaBag was a diary of the average woman for women. It was written by a woman for a woman. Hollywood is written by women against men. Okay? So no one's forgotten anything. They're two separate issues.
Talk about female narcissism? Oh God, no. There's no such thing. No, female characters have to be shown as perfect and error-proof. Only men can be narcissistic and toxic, don't you know? What about female jealousy? Can we address how women can get competitive with each other? Oh, hell no. We can't show that. This, by the way, explains why in Peter Pan and Wendy, they removed the entire plotline of Tinkerbell's jealousy of Wendy and instead made Peter the problem in the situation. Women, after all, have to be shown to be supporting women without question. What about an exploration of how female promiscuity is bad for mental health, like Phoebe explores in FleaBag, whereas...
Really? So promiscuity is bad for females' mental health? I disagree. This Waller character, FleaBag, baggage claim. Did FleaBag find a love of her life at the end of the 12th episode? No, she forgave her for all the scummy things she did, which means she's going to continue to do so. Right? Okay, I'm not going to go any further here because the FleaBag part was the best part. Thank you, Baggage Claim, for putting me on to FleaBag because it is a great show. It's a feminist scumbag showing very nasty, typical female behavior of the average woman, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm going to be uploading this and hopefully you can watch this.